What exactly do we have for our drone? We have the DJI Mavic Pro. We got this actually used from a guy who has a couple other drones, and he just doesn't use this one anymore. He took great care of it. In fact, when we got it, he dropped it off to us. We met him in Spokane, and he had all the boxes. He had every box that this was shipped in. He had all the paperwork. On the controller, I don't know if you can see, but the little plastic tab right here, the little screensaver is still on the controller. And he had it for a couple of years before we bought it from him, and he used it for a while. So it's not like it just sat in a box somewhere, but he had everything still, everything it came with, basically. So it is the Mavic Pro. It's got a wonderful camera. This gimbal on this camera is great. Stabilization is awesome. It's very lightweight. I forget what the exact weight of this is. I'll have to look that up. But I'll fold it down and show you how small it is once it's folded down. The controller is very easy to use, very lightweight. I don't have it turned on. I'll turn it on real quick for you. Let's turn the drone on. You see the propellers will kind of shift a little bit. The camera will make some adjustments. Says it's ready to go. Controller is very easy to read. And then the app on the phone, I should have had this all set up before I got this, sorry. Hold on. The DJI Go 4 app on the phone. There, you can see this a little bit here. Let me turn this to me so you can see what the camera's seeing. There, I'm not sure. A little glare on that. There's a lot of glare on that. Anyway, the camera, we fly it by looking at the display on the phone. You can kind of see there. And I'm using the my iPhone 11 here. I need to get a shorter cord. My old iPhone, I was able to use the cord that attaches through the side here, but the new iPhone is a little bit bigger, so that cord doesn't really work. I just wanted to show you the drone before I get out there and start flying. Mavic Pro. It's several years old, but the technology is still very much relevant and up to date. It's a great drone. Handles real well, and I'm hoping it's a little breezy today, so I'm hoping that it will handle okay in the little bit of wind that's picked up, but I think it should do fine. So that's the setup. The drone and the controller with the phone. Let me just take a second here and fold the drone up. I'll show you how small it is when it's folded. There we go. That's the size of it when it's folded down. Very tiny, very compact, very easy to travel with. So let's get this thing in the air. Well, I just spent a few minutes getting the drone set outside here, updating some of the settings for the lighting conditions and things like that. So it's been 6 months since we've done anything with the drone, since we've flown it or really looked at it. We've spent a lot of time, more than 6 months actually, because yeah, it's been nearly a year since we've done anything serious with the drone. We spent a lot of time, our free time, doing things to prepare for our Appalachian Trail hike. So the drone has really taken a back seat. So this is going to be fun to get back into it and, you know, start relearning it all over again and working with it. Let's see, I've got everything charged up. I'm going to put my phone in airplane mode here. I forgot to do that. That way if I get a call or a text or something, it won't interfere. And we're going to fly this thing around and take some video and pictures. See how we do. See if I remember the settings correctly. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos this morning just to refamiliarize myself. And we'll see what we can get. So I did, while I was out there a little ways, get a notification on the screen, high wind velocity, return to home ASAP. High wind velocity, fly with caution, return home ASAP. I did not realize it was that windy. It's breezy, but I guess you get up in elevation a little bit and the winds really kick up. So that was a fun little first trip with the drone. I will play a little bit more out here with it. I'll fly a little lower. I'll walk it around maybe the driveway and things, and then I'll go in and I'll put the video together for you. Well, that was a little more jittery than I had hoped on my first time out in almost a year. It's definitely, it's easy to fly. There's no real difficulty in flying it. It's just getting the touch on the joysticks just so to avoid having those jittery stops and starts, and remembering which is actually left and right, which is your pivot, and then remembering what direction the drone is in space compared to where you are. If I'm facing in this direction and the drone is facing me, the left and right are reversed. So you need to remember all of that as you're doing it, and it's just something that the more you do it, the more it becomes just second nature. So a little more jittery and jumpy than I was hoping, but hey, I got it up in the air. The wind really did pick up. I should have been prepared to fly this morning. I had to charge the batteries, and I wanted to spend some time getting the app downloaded on my new phone and getting things done so that it would respond properly outdoors. So anyway, that was that. Well, now I'm ready to go, and I'll just make sure everything's charged up, and when the wind has died down early in the mornings or at any time during the day, I'll be set to go again. So I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to get that SD card out of there and get some video transferred, see how it came out.